fine. See, why should we learn C language first of all? There are so many languages now. C is there, C++
Yes.
is there, Java is there, C is there, and then C++ is there, and then Java is there,
Yes.
and then Python is there, Python is there as well. So these many programming languages are there. But still, why we are learning C language? .NET is there, of course. You might have heard about .NET. These many
Yes.
programming languages are there. These are all programming languages. But still, why we are learning C? The basic thing is that there are two types of softwares. Softwares are of two types of software. There are two types of software. One is system software. Have you heard about system software? System software. C. System software. System software means just a minute. Yeah. And the other one is application software. Two types of softwares are there. One is system software and the other one is application software. Application software. Okay. These are the two types of softwares available in the market. Is it audible? Clear? Voice is clear?
Clear.
Fine.
Clear.
Okay, fine. System is nothing but operating system. Have you heard about operating system? Operating system. Have you heard about operating system?
The Unix software.
Yeah, Unix is operating system, Linux is operating system, Windows is operating system. These are all several operating systems. So an operating system is an interface between user and hardware. See, first time if you are purchasing laptop or desktop, if they have not installed any operating system, just keyboard and mouse will be there with the help, or if you are purchasing a desktop, keyboard and mouse will be there along with that. If you have not installed operating system, is it possible to interact with your software? Can
No,
you do anything with your system? You
nothing.
cannot do anything, isn't it? So you need some operating system to be installed first of all. So to design operating system, for example, Windows operating system. Windows is an operating system. Linux is an operating system. Unix is an operating system. Macintosh, Android is also an operating system. So, for example, you are familiar with Windows operating system, I think. Are you familiar with Windows?
Yes, sir. Windows.
Yeah. Now you are using Windows.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So you
I'm
are
using
having start button. You are having start button or not? If you click on
start.
start button will be there, na? If you click on start button, so many commands will get opened, na?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, start button is there,
Windows.
taskbar is there, on desktop also so many icons are there. If you click, something is happening or not. So how
Yes.
these things are happening? With the help of operating system only these things are happening. Without operating system, you cannot do all these things. So to design operating system, C and C++ are much suited. C and C++ are system software. Means they are useful for designing operating systems. These are useful for designing what? Operating
Operate.
system. We call it as OS. Generally, we term that as OS. So if you want to design operating system, the best suited languages are C and C++. Please remember. Only for operating system, they are suitable. And why Java and Python, .NET, they are not suitable, because in C and C++ there is one concept called as pointers. You are going to learn this concept in C language and C++ also. Pointers concept is there. Means you are going to touch with the memory locations. Memory locations are touched. Memory locations are touched using this concept. So in system software, if you want to design operating system, you have to touch memory locations. And for that sake, you are using programming languages like C and C++. On the other hand,
We don't have.
yes.
We don't have pointers in Java and Python.
See, as far as Java is concerned, pointers are there, but we cannot touch them. Okay, just like see, if you are going on two-wheeler or four-wheeler, if you are going on two-wheeler with helmet or without helmet, two things are there. Similarly, if you are going on four-wheeler, with the seat belt and without seat belt. What is the difference? Safety, isn't it? If
Yes.
helmet is there, memory locations cannot be touched. I mean, you are safe simply. So using pointers means, like Java is, for example, if you are using Java
Okay.
application in Java, pointers are there. Pointers are not there. So actually pointers are there, but you cannot touch them. Means what? See, just like helmet. If helmet is there,
Locate them. We can.
see, if helmet is there, it means brain is there, but you cannot touch it. Is it not? Helmet means
Yes.
what? Protection, na? Inside brain is there, but we cannot touch it directly. If something hit, no problem, no issue. But C and C++ are not like that. Directly we can touch memory locations. That is the problem with C and C++. That is the advantage as well as disadvantage. Advantage in the sense you can design operating system. Disadvantage in the sense, what is a disadvantage? Can you tell? See, if memory locations are touched, for example, if it is a bank application, if 1 lakh is there, if somebody is going to add one more zero, is it dangerous or not? Directly they are
Yes.
touching the memory locations. That is the problem. Or if 1 lakh is there, if they are deleting a zero from that, one or two zeros from that, is it a problem or not? So directly
So,
we can touch, original data will be lost using this. That's why, see, quite often, generally when you install operating system, where the files are residing, tell me, when you install operating system, where the files go? The files are going to land in C drive, na? C drive. System files will be
so
there in C drive, you know. So if you delete one of those files, your voice may not function, na? If you delete so many files in that, obviously operating system is going to fail. Operating system is going to fail. It may not work. That is the problem. That is why memory locations are dealt in using C and C++. Using C and C++, what is that pointers? I will discuss later on. But you have to believe that memory locations can be touched in C and C++. That's why you can develop an operating system with the help of that. So an operating system, for example, you heard about Unix. Unix is also an operating system. 95% of Unix operating system is designed using C language only. For example, see, a person by name Dennis Ritchie. Dennis Ritchie is the inventor of this programming language. Dennis Ritchie, somewhere in 1971-73 period of time, he invented the C language. Why he invented, you know? He wanted to design an operating system by name Unix. He wanted to design operating system by name Unix. For that matter, he needs some programming language. Till then, there are some programming languages, but they are not good enough. That's why he wanted to develop one particular programming language like C. With the help of C language, Unix operating system, for example, 95% of Unix operating system is developed using C language only. Dennis Ritchie is the person who invented this C language. And actually he was working for AT&T Bell Labs. He was working for AT&T. Just 1 minute, 1 second. I'm coming back.
okay.
Yes, AT&T Bell Labs in US. He belonged to AT&T. He was working for AT&T, Advanced Telecommunication and some technologies is there. AT&T Bell Laboratories. It is famous in those days. Bell Labs. He's working for that company, for that organization. So his main intention is to develop an operating system by name Unix. For that sake, he developed C language. Okay. Later on, John Stroustrup is the person who invented C++. That is different. Okay. So that is the history of C. And what is application software? Application software, the best suited languages are Java, Python, .NET, etc. So application is nothing but business applications. What are business applications? If you go to a departmental store like More, Heritage, Reliance, so what is going to happen? DMart, even DMart. So at the end of the day, they are going to bill on system or not? They are going to type customer name or mobile number. the quantity of items they have purchased. They are going to type everything now on the system. At the end, they are going to give bill. So where they are typing, there is some interface for them. Even not only there, railway reservation counter, bus terminals, colleges. If you go to a college, generally they will register your name. They will ask your name, address, mobile number. They will feed every data of you. So, and they are clicking some buttons here and there. And if they click a button, another window will get open. There also they are going to do some other work, other data they are going to feed. So these are all business applications. These are all business applications. Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
Yes.
Some disturbance is there outside. I closed the door. Yeah. So these business applications, if you want to design software like Java, Python, .NET, they are suited. And C and C++, using C and C++ also you can do business application, but generally they fails. Why? Because they are platform dependent. C and C++ are platform. You cannot understand this point right now. Later on you can understand. Platform dependent languages. The C and C++ are platform dependent, whereas Java, Python, .NET, they are all platform independent languages. Platform independent languages. That is a difference. So platform dependent means if you are working, for example, see if I am developing a game using C language, okay, for business application, I developed one game using C language. I am using internet now. So I want to share my application with my friends around the world. So I want to develop application using C language. So I have developed. So I want to share my application with somebody else around the world. So unfortunately, my friends are able to download the application, but they are unable to run the program. Any use in that? See, whatever game I have developed, I am able to see here. It is a success. Using C language, I developed one game in my system. Fortunately, it is working. And I
That is called,
see
that
my
is called platform
platform
dependent.
dependent. Yes. See, because my program is developed on my system. My operating system is different. My processor is different. My friends' processors and operating systems are different. That's why whatever I have run in my system, my friends cannot. They can download, but they cannot run
Run
the
the
application.
application.
That is the problem. That's why they are platform dependent languages. C, C++, they are all platform dependent. On the other hand, what are platform independent languages? Java, Python, unlike C and C++, even if I develop a game in Java, so not only
Any,
myself, my friends can download and run also, which is
on
better
any
for,
operating
yeah.
system.
Nowadays, business is running around the world. Whatever I am doing here, others should be able to run the same product,
Same.
isn't it? See, bank application, banks are all, see, if I am withdrawing money in another state, automatically my branch in Guntur or Vijayawada, is it getting updated or not? If I
Yes.
am drawing in Mumbai or Pune, obviously it is updated clearly. That is what is going to happen. That is possible with business applications here. Okay, able to understand this?
Okay.
Yes. So that is what is C language. Now the first thing which you have to understand about C language is structure of a C program. That is very important. First of all, you should understand the structure of a structure structure of C program. C program structure, how it looks. How a C program looks. Structure of C program is very important. So before that, what is the definition of C language? Let me discuss about definition of C language. C is a procedure oriented programming language. POP stands for procedure oriented. Procedure procedure oriented programming language. C is a procedure oriented programming. C is a procedure oriented programming. Please. C is a procedure oriented programming language. What is that procedure? You know, procedure is nothing other than function. Function. We are dealing with functions. Procedure is nothing other than function. Okay, what is that function? I will explain. Wait for a while. Now, and there are two more definitions for C. C is a sequential programming language. That is also correct. Sequential programming language. C is a sequential programming language. So sequence means step by step, one after another, step by step, the coding will be executed one after another. Sequence means program consists of instructions, no, one after another, sequence wise executed. That is why C language is a sequential programming language. That is also correct. Another one is there. It is a structured programming language. Structured programming language. C is a structured programming language. So what do you mean by that structure? I will explain now. Structure of C program. There is a definite structure for C program that I am going to explain now. So three definitions hold good here. Three definitions. One is procedure oriented programming language, sequential programming language, and structured programming language as well. So structure means a definite structure is there, which I want to discuss right now. And a procedure oriented programming language means there is a definite procedure, which I can tell you. Just a minute, I will change the place of this laptop. Disturbance going to work. My son is making some disturbance. This time he is in house. That is a problem. I'm trying to adjust with him.
It's okay, sir. Not so much.
Yeah. So three types of definitions are there. If you go for interviews, or even if you are in your engineering also, you can write these three definitions. All the three definitions are valid. One is C is a procedure oriented programming language. Procedure is nothing but function. C is full of functions. See, if you want to print something on the screen with the help of function only, you can do. Procedure is nothing other than function. If you want to display something on the screen with the help of a function called as C, I will list a few functions. Printf is a function. Printf is a function. With the help of printf function, you can display something on the screen. If you want to display anything, you can display anything on the screen. Similarly, if you want to accept data from keyboard, data from keyboard, scanf. You heard about that? Scanf is the function. So like that, so many functions are there. If you want to clear the screen, CLR, SCR is the function. So that is why we call C as a procedure-oriented programming language full of functions. The other one is sequential programming language. Sequence is nothing other than steps. There are so many steps. One after another, you are going to execute as far as C is concerned. That is also correct. Third one is structured programming language. What is this structure? Let us see. Let us see the structure. The third important definition. So many people write this as the definition, but three definitions are there, as you know. So let us see the structure of C program. It starts with the documentation section. I will explain step by step. Don't worry. First one is documentation section. Documentation section will be there. And then comes link section. Link section will be there. Link section will be there. And then comes definition section. Definition section. So once in the first class itself, I want to open the compiler, because this structure of C program itself takes 1 hour almost all. Okay. So once this is over, then we will land into programs. So definition section is there. Then comes global declaration section. Global declaration section. Global declaration section will be there. Then comes the main function will be there. Main section, we call it as main section. Okay, main section. Generally, we write main section like this. We write main, it is a function actually. We write like that. Inside main function, an opening brace will be there. This is the main section. This section is there now. This is called as, this is main section. You can call it as main section.
Main.
Yeah, main section. And after main section, opening brace will be there. And then inside every program will be like that only, almost all every program. And then comes declarative part will be there. Declarative part. This is called as declarative part or declarative section. We call it as declarative section. You can call it as. Then comes executable, executable section. This is the executable section. This is the executable section. Then a closing brace will be there, and then subprogram section will be there. I will explain all these things. Wait for a while. Subprogram section. This is called as subprogram section. So first section, this is all sequence, step after step, it is going to get executed. So C is a sequential programming language. C is a structured programming language. That is also correct. And moreover, C is a procedure oriented programming language. All the three are correct. All the three definitions are correct. So both, all the three definitions are correct. Now let us see what is that documentation section about. So what is documentation section? We will see first of all. Documentation section. See, if you are purchasing a mobile, you are getting one manual along with that. Have you seen that? If you are purchasing a mobile, you will get a small booklet. Similarly, if you are purchasing a refrigerator or air conditioner, a small booklet will be there along with that. So what is that booklet?
User.
That is known as manual.
User.
So it is a vendor's copy. Normally we throw it outside in dustbin. But see, for example, a small example I will take. Mobile. If you purchase a mobile, a small booklet will be given. So if you ask your friend, he may know few features in that mobile. If you ask yet another friend, he may be knowing few features in that mobile, but nobody knows all the features in a mobile. Okay, but if
All
you
the
open that
features are-
booklet, you can operate that very well now. You can rely on
Yes.
that. Your friends may tell wrong about the product, but if you open that manual, everything will be correct in that. Everything goes correct in that manual. You can blindly follow that manual, isn't it? So that is what is called as a document. It is a help file. In a similar way, software is also a product. Just like mobile is an electronic product, your software is also a product. Software product we call it as. So how you are designing your code, you can write some comments. So whatever logic is explained, whatever logic is there in the program, it is very difficult to understand, na? So why you are taking notes? By the end of the session, from tomorrow onwards, generally I'm going to send notes for you. So why we send notes? Because you can understand. You may not, you may forget whenever I am teaching, but if you can repeat that notes, you can understand whatever I am teaching. Gives readability, is it not? So why documentation section is required? It gives readability. readability Readability to a programmer. It gives readability to a programmer. It gives readability to a programmer. And how it is given, by some syntax is there. See, there are two types of comments in C language, and generally this documentation section can be also called as comments. So how to write these comments? You please see. There are two types of comments actually. Two types of comments. Comments are nothing but documentation section only. And why documentation section required? It helps you. It talks something about the software product. So first type of comment is C comment. C comment, it can be called as, or it can be also called as C comment. Otherwise you can call it as block comment. Block comment. Otherwise you can also call it as multi-line comment. Multi-line comment. All these definitions are, all these headings are correct. You can call it as C comment or block comment or multi-line comment. And another one is there that is called as C++ comment. Otherwise, you can call it as single line comment. Single line comment.
Comment.
So what are these comments? We will see. First one is C comment. As the name itself is telling, actually it is derived from old C compilers. It is designed. It is taken from old C compilers. If you go with old C compilers, only these type of comments are allowed. It looks like this: forward slash followed with asterisk symbol. After that, you can write anything like author name. You can write whoever is going to write this program, his name. You can write your name, like any name you can write. That's it. Then you can give your mobile number here. You can give your phone number. Then you can give your address. Then you can write some logic behind this program to find simple interest or something like that. To find simple interest, for instance, I'm writing. So these are called as comments. So why we are giving author name, phone number? Because see, for example, you are developing one project, and somewhere in the middle of the project you have gone for some other job, isn't it? For
More
some
clarification.
something like that. You have taken some you have taken some other job. So somebody is going to fill your place, is it not? You have taken some other job now. Somebody is going to occupy your place. So he may be not be able to understand whichever code you have written. He is not in a position to understand. Then how to get make himself understand? Because with the help of this phone number, he can call you. He can call you. Okay, he can pay some amount for that. His company may be paying some amount if you can explain whatever you have done in the past for that company. Okay, fine. So, and not only for other persons, even for you it is required. See, why you are writing logic here? Because just like you are taking notes, why you are taking notes after hearing also? Why you are scribbling generally in
Not
some?
to be
Because it gives
confused.
readability. It gives readability. You can easily understand.
Yes.
You can easily understand. Okay, so in later stages you will
Comments are
understand.
only for
Yeah, yeah,
comments
understandability.
are only for under.
Yeah, it gives readability to a programmer, not for machine. Comments are not for machine. Machine is very intelligent. Comments are only meant for programmer. Comments are meant for programmer. It gives readability to a programmer. And you have to close the C comment like this. Like this you have to close. In between you can write anything. Anything in the sense author name, mobile number, address, some logic about the program. Okay, like this you can develop comments. Block, see, this is a block. That is why they are called as block comments. Otherwise multiple lines are there na. That's why you can also call that as multi-line comment. That is also correct, multi-line comment. Okay, and another type of comment is there called as C++ comment. It looks like this: double forward slash. Then you can write author name. These are designed in modern C++ compilers. We are using nowadays modern C++ compilers. Means you can do C programs and also C++
As well as
programs.
plus.
Yeah, both you can do. On the same compiler, you can do both. For example, if you download latest C++ compiler, in that you can do C program and also C++ program, because C++ is an enhanced version of C. C++ is C++ is an enhanced version of C language, or C++ is a superset, something like that. You can, I mean, C is a superset for C++. C++ is a subset, like that you can consider. So C++ is coming after C na, that's why you can call that like that. So C++ comments will be something like this: single line comment. Again, there is no ending for that. Again, if you want to start at another line, again you have to start with double slash, and you can write mobile number like this. And again, if you want to go with one more comment, again you have to start like this. Again, you can write some logic here, like finding simple interest or something like that. Finding
No ending.
no ending for that. That is a difference. Clearly you can see between C type of comments and the C++ comments. You'll see all these things in coding also. And where to write these C comments or C++ comments? Not only at the beginning. See, this is the structure of the program now. Not only at the beginning, anywhere in the program you can write. I am telling,
Also
anywhere.
in the codes.
Inside also you can write. Okay, anywhere in the program you can write. And then your compiler will not consider these comments. Why compiler is required? Whatever code you are writing, it is called as source code. I will explain. Wait. Whatever code you are writing, it is called as source code. You know, source code. The first program I will explain. Maybe in the next class I will explain my first program. Then you can understand. That is called as source code. It is called as source code. Source code. Generally, after writing program, you save the program now. You save with some name, some file name you can use, like test. Any name you can write for file name. .c is the extension. This is the source code. Okay. After that, it should be compiled. It should be compiled. Why compilation is required? It should be compiled
To
afterwards.
process
Why?
the code.
Because source code is the code which only programmer can understand. Source code can be written by a programmer and also can be understandable by programmer alone. Programmer can only understand source code, but your system cannot understand. Who will execute your program? System. But system cannot
Compile.
understand your system.
Okay.
Your system
Yes.
cannot understand source code. So it should be compiled. So your system can understand only, see, this is system. This is
Binary
programmer.
language.
Yeah, this is system. See, wait. This is system. This is system, that is programmer. So programmer writes source code. And what a system does, you know, system can understand only binary digits, binary code. It can only understand binary code. It will be in ones and zeros, you know, ones and zeros. It will be only in ones and zeros. This kind of code only a system can understand. The system can understand only this type of code. So source code is understandable by programmer, and binary code written in binary digits can be understandable only by, and you can also call source code as high level language. This is high level. And of course, C is a middle level we call. Otherwise, you can call high also, no issue for that. C is a high level language, and the source code is a high level language. Whereas binary code, in some books they will write middle level. That is also correct. It is a middle language, middle level language. That is also correct. Generally, we call middle also high only, high level language. And binary code is a low level language. It is a low level. Low level language is understandable only by machine. Machine means computer, system. Computer, system, machine, all are same. See, three things are important throughout your computer science. I am telling. Even while you are going to your engineering college, there also it benefits you. Three things are important in your life: communication skills, terminology, and technicalities. Terminology, technicalities, terms, the kind of terms you are using. See, while I defined C language, I used three terms: procedure oriented, structured, and sequential. These are all technical terms you should be familiar with. So low level language, this is also correct. Low level language. Okay. So which can understand low level language? Only system can understand low level language. That's it. Only system can understand this binary code. So somebody is there now to convert, to transform source code into binary code. Got it? See, for example, if
Yes.
I am talking in Marathi, and you know only Telugu. For example, if I don't know Telugu, then what can I do?
Needed translate.
I knew Marathi. Actually, I don't know Marathi. For example, let us assume that I know Marathi. You know Telugu only. Then somebody should be there in between us who knows both Telugu and Marathi. Then my task becomes easier or not? See, that is
Yes.
compiler.
Easy.
Compiler is going to translate source code into binary code. Got it? And your compiler is going to, so your compiler, it is going to translate. Okay, fine. What are the jobs of compiler? It is going to translate source code into
Binary.
source code into
Binary code.
Yes, exactly. Source code to binary code. Fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now, what are the jobs which compiler does not do? Compiler ignores comments. Why? Can you answer? Compiler is going to ignore comments. Comments it won't consider. Only your program it will consider. Comments are meant for programmer or system. System means machine, computer
Program
only. Yeah, system means machine.
for
Machine,
readability of
machine means what?
programmer.
Computer. Yes. Either laptop, desktop, any, or mainframe computer, any machine. So your compiler is going to ignore the comments. Ignore means it doesn't consider comments. For translating purpose, it won't take. So how it understands whether it is comment or not? I told you earlier. I have given the syntax
We
now.
should,
Yeah, these comments,
yes,
these are comments. Soon after encountering this particular symbol, it won't get inside that. It won't take this part. It won't take this part. You know,
keep that part.
it ignores that portion as part of your
Okay.
program. And you can write comments anywhere in the program, but simply your compiler is going to ignore that portion. Understood? Yes, that's it. So that is the job of a compiler. It ignores the comments, and you can write comments anywhere in the program. And what is the main purpose of comment? Comment is going to give readability to a programmer.
Readability
Yeah,
program.
exactly. Now comes the next part. What is the next section? Link section. This is very important. Link section. For example I will give here. See, it will be something like this. Hash include stdio. Have you heard about this?
Yes,
Hmm?
right.
stdio.h. This is called as link section. So why you are giving this? See, hash is called as, in that so many meanings are there. I will separately write this and explain about this portion. Wait. I will copy this portion somewhere else and explain this. I forget about the other portion. I will delete all
Sir,
the other portion. Comments you
it's
understand.
not audible.
Comments. It is not audible now. Now is it audible?
Now it's okay.
Yeah, okay, fine. I will write
Yes, sir.
separately these comments. Now I will write here and explain the same thing. I don't want to disturb the above portion. That's why I'm writing here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, hash include stdio.h. What is the meaning of this? So, hash is nothing but preprocessor director. Hash symbol stands for preprocessor.
Direct.
Preprocessor directive or director, both are correct. Directive, preprocessor directive. So what does it do? I will explain. Wait for a minute. Include, even after wherever in Chennai you join, you please ask include. Majority faculty will fail in telling that. Include is a command. You please ask, once you join in your engineering college, you can ask your faculty how experienced he is. Don't bother. You can ask him what is include. Include is a command. Whoever is going to tell correctly is having some subject knowledge. Majority people are not well versed with terminology. That is a problem. So if you go to software company, they will answer correctly. They are very good in terminology, technicalities, and communication skills. These three. Include is a command, because nowadays, even yesterday I had a couple of students, 3 or 4 students, just a class before to you. I was engaged with them. So I had a few students from YSAC, you know, Geetams, such a popular engineering
Yes,
college.
sir.
They are final year CSC students actually, from Geetams. They got me from Urban Pro actually. So they are good in communication skills. But they are not that much good in terminology, and they are not that much good in terminology and technicalities, because they got campus recruited. They are campus placed actually. You know, in Gatham's campus placements will be there. They are selected on Java actually, but still they are taking Java course from me, and I can't find any difference from fourth year student and a another person is there
Begin.
from Singapore. Actually, she's a lady. She's working for a testing tools. For testing tools, she's working there, and she's learning Java. She's a zoology student, some botany zoology student in degree. But there is no difference between her and these three boys whom I am teaching. These are engineering graduates. She is BSc actually, but there is no difference. These are coming from a great, good college in our state, Geetams, our college only, Geetams, but still they are not that much
Lack
good in.
of
See, not only Geetams, all colleges are like that only. They are all commercial. Even the college where I am working,
depends on the student.
everything, yeah, they are all commercial. Colleges are commercial simply. But nowadays, see, the faculty who wants more salary, they won't recruit. They recruit only the faculty who are asking lesser salaries because they are becoming commercial. See, whatever engineering college it is only for certificate sake. It may be PhD or degree or PG, whatever it may be. Barring IITs are only IITs means what? Students are very intelligent. They are getting ranks. They can study themselves, and of course, faculty are also brilliant there. I cannot ignore them. So only IITs are recognized as far as subject knowledge is concerned. Remaining all colleges same status. I worked for almost all 7 to 8 engineering colleges in Hyderabad, but all are similar. Even I heard about other colleges, even Geetams yesterday. Those students are very much similar to other college students only, but the only difference is that they are having campus placements. That is what you have to look for. Campus placements are important. Subject you can develop anywhere. That is not an issue nowadays. Okay, fine. See, include is a command. Include is a command, and stdio is the name of the header file. Stdio is the name of the header file. Is a header file. I will explain these things in detail. Wait, header file. And .h is the extension. .h is the extension. Everything will be having some definite meaning. Is the extension with which header files are stored. Extension. So first of all, let us see what is this stdio. Stdio stands for standard input output. Stdio stands for standard input output header file. So what is this standard input output? C is full of functions. I told earlier to you, C is full of functions or not? Yes or no? C is a procedure oriented programming language. I told earlier, no? C is full of functions, no? So some functions I will write here. Input
Yes.
output functions. Printf is an output function and scanf is a input function. I told earlier. Scanf is an input function, whereas printf is output function. Generally, we write functions within brackets like this. We write within brackets like this, functions. Scanf is a input function. Printf is a output function. Okay, fine. So these functions are present in the header file stdio. Similarly, console operations are there like conio. You might have heard about conio. Conio.h. Conio stands for console input output. Console input output. It is also a header file. It is also a header file. Header file, and it stands for console input output. Console operations. Console means monitor. With respect to monitor, some input output operations are going to take place. So console operations are going to take place with the help of console, conio.h header file. The functions present in that are clr, scr, getch, etc. functions are present on that. It depends. In some other compilers may within stdio they may accept it. It all depends again. So CLR, SCR, getch, these are present in conio.h. There is another header
But
file called as string.h.
without header file,
Yeah, without header file, you cannot execute your program. That's what I want to talk. So shall I discuss these things in the next class? Time is ticking. It is already 6.
okay.
Being a demo class, can I stop here? If you are comfortable, I will allot a separate slot for you from tomorrow onwards, or whenever you ask me, I can reserve one slot for you. Okay.
From tomorrow onward.
Yeah, sure, fine. And what I do with my students is that, of course, one student is there from Singapore and another one from US, and 3 guys from Y.SRINIVAS are there for me right now. I am taking from those Y.SRINIVAS students, I am taking off of the amount in the beginning after 2 days, 1 or 2 days. I am going to take off of the payment, and remaining off after 15 days I am going to take for them. And for that, the guys residing in other countries, Luckily they are doing jobs and they sent the entire amount in the beginning itself, and I am going successfully with them. Today also I had a class with them after 7 p.m. today. So that is the thing. As far as fee is concerned, I am going in that way. After the 1 or 2 classes, I want to take I just want to take off of the amount. For instance, if I ask you 2000, among the 2000 I would like to take 1000. Okay, remaining 1000 you can pay after 15 days, you can pay, because this is online now. That is why what I am doing is,
Okay.
after the first demo class, for the next class, well before the next class, I should be able to take off of the amount. For example, if it is 2000, I should take 1000. Then you can be registered and you'll get classes on regular
Okay.
basis. After 15 days, this is a 30 days course, and after 15 days, the remaining 1000 you can pay. It is not an issue, but don't miss the quality. Okay. At the end of the class, I will send notes also for you. Being a demo class, I cannot do more than this. Okay, try to understand. Okay, shall I
Okay.
quit? Shall I quit? Okay, we will meet soon next day. I can send message through WhatsApp, the timings and all these things. Are you comfortable with these timings? First of all, is it okay? 5 to 6?
It's okay, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Thank you.
Uh,
So have a nice day. I'm closing this session with this.
how many,
Yeah,
sir?
yeah.
How many days?
So
In a week,
I
how many
plan the
days, sir?
session. I plan the session daily. Even Sunday is not a holiday. Daily I'm going to teach you. I won't leave,
Okay.
because in 30 days, 30 means exactly, it may not be 30, maybe 4 or 5 days, maybe additionally, maybe there 1 week, maybe there 30 days
Okay.
plus 1 week, it may go. Okay, in such a way I'm going to design. So money is not important, quality is important for me, because if you are having trust on me, if you can successfully complete C language, I know you are going to learn C++, Java, Python, whatnot more in the coming days
Yes,
as
sir.
well. Okay,
If I complete this faster, I can
that's a
learn.
reputation is important for me, not money. Okay, fine,
Yes.
that's it. Thank you. With this I'm closing the session. Thank you.